is more likely to attract the female bowerbird. Attracting a female will help animals reproduce and animals will not become extinct.
Good job, Hannah. I 100% agree with you. I think he would choose the second next just because it's more colorful. Just because it's more colorful. He found some blue stuff. I think it's mainly plastic. I think it's a lot of plastic, but it doesn't matter. It's a lot of color, and I think the female bowerbird would really like that. And yeah, it's so they don't become extinct. They need to reproduce. Very good. Let's call on someone random now. Let's have Kiwi.
I write the two nests are different because one nest is colorful and the other is the same color. The second nest will attract the female because it is more colorful. The
Yeah. You still have more? You want to read your last sentence? Okay. Yeah, guys. So, yeah. So there's two nests, and you can make an argument for either, guys. If you guys think the first nest will attract a mate and you give a good enough reason, that's okay. But a lot of you are going to write that the second nest is more colorful, so then it will attract a mate. So that is good. And explain how attracting a female will help the animals reproduce. Well, you could write it takes a male and a female to reproduce. So by attracting a mate, he is more likely going to reproduce. Okay? Because you can't reproduce by yourself. Some things in this, like certain types of fungi and mushrooms and stuff can, but the bowerbird needs a female. They need a male and a female. Okay, good job, guys. Writing. Make sure you save on to that. We're actually going to ask you guys to take a picture of that and send it in as homework as well. So you guys should have already had it done, but just to make sure everyone actually wrote. Okay? So let's go over your answers. Let's go over your answers. I'm going to pull up some of the answers just to make sure we get this all right. Okay. How might the spotted fur of a tan jaguar help it survive? What did you guys write? Let's have the boys. I'd like all the boys to unmute and yell out the answer they chose. Only boys for this one.
D.
B.
D.
Everyone. Anything else?
D. D.
Okay, the boys are choosing B. Let's check the boys. So it helps the jaguar blend into its environment to hide from prey. Oh, good job, boys. Boys got the first one right. The spotted fur of a tan jaguar helps it blend into different colored grasses in its environment so it can hide from its prey. Great job, guys. Okay, I guess we'll have the girls do number 3. So what advantages do these geese have by traveling in a large group? Okay, girls, unmute yourself and tell me which answer you chose.
A.
So we're choosing A. Okay, let's see. What else did you guys choose? Did you guys choose anything else? I think we can select more than one. Oh, no, we can't. No, we can't. What else did you guys choose? Girls, what else did you choose?
D.
D?
D.
Okay, it seems like a lot of people chose a lot, so I'm going to try D. We'll see which one's right. No, C. So they can cope with the changing environment. Okay, remember, so this is kind of a tricky question. So remember, the geese are flying together long distances to get somewhere new. Because maybe where they live is getting too cold, or it's getting too warm, or maybe they're moving for something else. What else would an animal move for? Maybe it's getting cold, but what else do animals move around for? You can tell me. Teddy.
The animal might move for food or the weather change.
Very good. They can move around for food. Maybe the geese are looking for food. Very good. Maybe it's water. Maybe the water has dried up and they want to find new water. That's why they're moving together, because there is a changing environment. And remember, the environment is all the living and non-living things. So it could be water, it could be the weather, it could be food. They could be traveling for a bunch of reasons. Sometimes they travel to find mates. Okay? So the answer was C. So everyone fix your answer if you got it wrong. The answer was C. Okay, guys, we have a little bit of matching. So everyone can do this one. And we're just going to annotate. We're going to annotate. Match the phrase that describes the effect to the animal's action that caused it. So we have cause and we have effect. Okay? So we have sperm whales working together, a bowerbird attracting a mate, and penguins huddling in a group. So match it to the effect. Match it to the effect. Okay? Or the action that caused it. Okay. So everyone, ready, set, go. You can draw lines. Make sure you just draw one line, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to match it to where I think you guys drew the lines. So I think you guys did here, here, here. Okay. I think this is mainly what you guys selected, and we'll see if you guys are correct. Okay? This is what you guys drew. Okay, so sperm whales work together in a group. Let's see. Protecting their young. So let's draw a line to that. A male bowerbird attracts a mate by building a elaborate nest. Very good job. And penguins huddle in a group. So these are all correct. So make sure you guys check these in your book. Okay, so this was a few of you guys had trouble with this one. Honestly, this one's a little bit hard. This one is a little bit hard. So let's do this one together. Okay, so we have to choose between reproduction and protection. So we have different animals and the advantage of its color. Now, clownfish is a tricky one, and I actually got it wrong last class, but clownfish is kind of a tricky one. I would like you guys to raise your hand on Zoom if you think you know what the answer is. Okay, Steve thinks he knows what the answer is. Steve, what did you put for clownfish?
Reproduction.
Reproduction? Okay, so that's what I thought yesterday. It's actually protection. And I'm going to explain why. Okay? So we figured out it is protection because the clownfish is bright orange. Okay? Which attracts predators. But does anyone remember, where does the clownfish live? Minhuang, where?
The animal.
The anemone. The anemone. So the anemone protects the clownfish because the clownfish is colorful. It attracts predators. The anemone will eat whatever tries to eat the clownfish and therefore protects the clownfish. So it's like, it's a little bit confusing, but the clownfish is colorful, so it attracts predators, but the anemone protects the clownfish because the clownfish brings food to the anemone. So the correct answer is actually protection. Okay. Now, I'd like you guys to circle either reproduction or protection for the white striped sparrow. 3, 2, 1. Circle reproduction or protection for white striped sparrow. Okay. Okay. Guys, this is way too messy. Once again, if you guys draw really quickly, it kind of lags my computer and I can't turn you guys off. But you guys all chose protection. So let's try that. Okay. Now, how about the black jaguar? Black jaguar. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's protection or reproduction? Let's ask someone. Let's get someone. Mickey, what do you think it is? Is it for protection or reproduction, the black jaguar?
Alright, reproduction.
Reproduction? Okay, and let's have Sydney. What do you think the last one is? So we have the zebra. Sydney.
I think it's a zebra have it was for protection.
Yeah, the stripes are for protection. Very good. So let's check our answers. So we did get 2 wrong. So let's think about it. The white striped sparrow, remember, it's to protect the egg. The white stripe means it's really aggressive and will attack anything that tries to eat its egg. It's going to attack anything that tries to eat its egg. Okay? So we would have to switch out this one for reproduction. So let me try again. So this is reproduction because it's protecting its egg, okay, which is reproduction. I know it says protection, but in this case, it's more aggressive. And remember, the white stripes are attracting the males. White stripes attract males because the female will be more aggressive. So because it's attracting a male, it is reproduction, okay? And the black jaguar, remember, his fur is to stay hidden. The black jaguar hides in the shadows of the trees. The tan jaguar has spots. This is more for protection, so things cannot see it. If you can't see it, you can't hurt it. Okay? These are all the correct answers. So we have protection, then reproduction, and then protection. So change your answers on your homework if you got it wrong. Okay, just make sure you change your answers. Okay, so let's choose the word that correctly finishes the sentence. Let's have someone read. Let's have hacker. Hacker, can you read the sentence without using the word?
Behavior of physical habitat help animals suggest in their environments.
Okay, very good. You use the word, but it's okay. So we have actions and traits. We have 2 options, actions and traits. Which one do you guys think it is? Is it actions or traits? Everyone unmute and tell me what they think it is.
Right.
Okay, traits. Thank you. So yes, it's traits. And what 2 words in the sentence tell you that this is traits? What 2 words? Suri, what's one of the words that tells us this is traits?
Behavior.
Yeah, very good. Behavioral. Okay. And what is the second type of trait? Zeling?
Physical.
Physical. Very good. Physical. So these 2 words were clues. These 2 words were clues. Very good, guys. So there's behavioral traits and physical traits. You could use those words as context. Those are called context clues. And then your lesson roundup. Your lesson roundup, review what you have learned. The benefit trait. So we have trapping food, reproduction, and hunting. The pitcher plant what? Let's have Leo.
The picture plant does trapping food.
Yeah, trapping food. Very good. That is correct. Remember, pitcher plants live places where there's not a lot of nutrients in the soil. There's not many nutrients in the soil, so they have to trap insects to get their nutrients. Very good. Kwang Ming, what did you choose for the flower? Kwang Ming, or do you have a question?
Reproduce.
Yeah, reproduction. Very good. Remember, flowers attract pollinators. Flowers attract pollinators and help with reproduction. And then, of course, the last one is fur color, which should help with hunting prey. Let's check our answers, and we got them all correct. I expect that everyone got those correct, though. Those are pretty easy. Let me zoom in a little bit for this one. Now we have B. Okay, many animal groups and their members have different ways, help their members in different ways. Wolves and Hannah, what do wolves do?
Wolves that hunt in a pack are more successful than wolves that hunt alone.
Very good. And Kwang Ming, what'd you get for the second one? Can you read the second one for me?
The group of moving zebras have confused predators.
Confuse. Very good. Let's have Ocean. What'd you get for D?
Cope with.
Cope with. Okay. Let's check your answers, guys. I think we got two mixed up. Remember, penguins huddle together during a snowstorm, so imagine a blizzard. Imagine a blizzard. It's not for caring for young. Okay, so let me try again real quick. It's going to be coping with a change. The change is the snowstorm. Okay, and that's a non-living change. It's an environmental change that is non-living. It's a storm. And then dolphins that travel together are better to, and they can care for their young. Remember, if they travel together, they're better to care for their young. So that was your homework. We have about 15 minutes left. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce your next lesson. So your new lesson is Unit 5, Lesson 4, what happens when environments change. So this is going to be like storms or something extreme happening, floods, volcanoes, stuff like that, okay? So, okay. This is our new lesson, what happens when environments change, okay? What are some things that could cause the environment to change? What is in the picture? You can tell me what is in the picture. Hacker?
In the picture, it's flooded.
It's flooding. And what are some other ways? What are some other ways the environment can change that you guys know about? You guys have learned about these in 2nd grade, and I'm sure you guys know more about them now. Okay, guys, do you see what happens when environments change? So what are some more things that can cause the environment to change? Guys, I just want some examples. Okay, Mickey, what's an example of what can cause the environment to change?
Sometimes it's rain too many and it's storm.
Yeah, a big storm. Exactly. Maybe it knocks down a tree or something. Okay, yeah, that's an environmental change. How about Steve? What's another environmental change? Steve.
Earthquake.
An earthquake. Yeah, earthquakes are an environmental change. Ocean. What's another one?
A volcano erupted.
A volcano. Sydney?
Erosion.
Erosion. That's a great one, Sydney. So yeah, so you guys are going to realize there are changes that happen fast and changes that happen very slow. Erosion is usually something that happens very slow. Okay? I really like erosion because that's a slow one. What's something that's kind of like the opposite of a flood? Does anyone know the word? It's like an opposite of a flood. Raise your hand in your video if you know it. Opposite of a flood.
Drought.
Yeah, a drought. And there's many more, and we're going to be learning about them in this lesson. Let's watch a quick video. Let me share. Okay, guys, so we're going to watch the video together. Okay, everyone's peek of what we'll be learning about next class and next lesson. Your homework is going to be the Lesson 3 quiz. So you're going to have a quiz on what we just went over for Lesson 3. They're going to send you a link, and you just finish it to complete your quiz. They're going to send you, Miss Nunn is going to send you a link and take your quiz, okay? And once again, I'm going to add to your homework. I want you guys to take a picture of the Ballard birds, what you wrote about today in class, okay? Take a picture of what you wrote in class and send it to Miss Nunn. We want to check that you're writing during class, okay? So make sure you write what we wrote during class, okay? But make sure for homework, you guys send the picture of the mallard bird writing we did in class and take your quiz. Make sure you take your quiz, okay? But that is it, guys. Just make sure you finish that quiz. Miss Nunn will reach out to anyone that doesn't. Okay. Is there any questions or anything? Yeah.
No.
Okay, guys. Have a great Thursday. I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.